In 1973, two Bay Area artists, Lynn Hirschman Leeson and Eleanor Coppola, created the first site-specific art exhibit at the Dante Hotel in San Francisco. For her part, Lynn rented Room 47 and staged the space with what she considered evidence of a life lived: clothing, cosmetics, playing cards, and reading materials. She explored the idea of an art exhibit outside of the traditional museum space that could be ever-changing. Hundreds of people checked out the key for the Dante Hotel's Room 47. Lynn's intention was that the room would remain open permanently, transitioning over time as visitors made their inevitable mark on the space. In actuality, it ran for 9 months, until the police, responding to a complaint, abruptly shut it down. In 2004, Stanford University Libraries purchased the records of Hirschman's creative endeavors from 1966 to 2003. This collection consists of 200 linear feet of papers, props, videotapes, sound recordings, and memorabilia, including records of the Dante Hotel exhibit. When the collection was brought into Stanford Special Collections, an archivist processed it and created a finding aid, a listing of boxes and their contents. This is the primary tool researchers use to discover what is in the archives. First, they check the Stanford catalog, and then they request the specific boxes they want to investigate further. Visiting Stanford is no longer the only way for researchers to use materials from the Dante Hotel exhibit. They have acquired a second life. In 2006, various groups across Stanford University gathered to discuss how they might reanimate the existing archive. Under the auspices of the Stanford Humanities Lab, an eclectic team comprised of artists, performers, archivists, archaeologists, and technologists explored using the Hirschman archives to investigate the ideas of persona, place, interactivity, technology, and experiential art. The team decided to use a virtual world, specifically Second Life. They chose Hirschman's Dante Hotel exhibit because they could experiment with the recursive issue of virtual worlds as locations, where an exhibit dealing with location could be presented. It was also a means of providing worldwide access to select artifacts from the collection, of multiplying the value of the collection. LifeSquared. The main goal for LifeSquared was to use mixed reality and media convergence across multiple channels, through which users could be invited to participate in a deeper exploration, investigation, and contemplation of both the nature of archives and the context for documentation of contemporary art. Rather than creating a mirror image of the original real-life exhibit, LifeSquared is a mixture of digital images found in the Hirschman archives, virtual structures within Second Life, and contemporary artifacts. The current owners of the hotel provided a hand-drawn floor plan, which served as the foundation for the exhibit. Just the portions of the building that comprised the actual exhibit were erected: the front door, the registration desk, room 47, and the connecting hallways. With the remainder of the floor plan unobstructed, the exhibit looked like a revealed structure in an archaeological dig. Visitors, in the form of avatars, enter the exhibit in Second Life. They are greeted by a bot guide, a virtual reimagining of the hotel's receptionist, who leads visitors on a brief tour of the exhibit, ending at room 47. They enter the room. In it, they find virtual artifacts of the original exhibit and experience a bit of the Dante Hotel from 1973. Beyond pioneering a new form of access to historical materials, LifeSquared is the first use of a 3D virtual interface for an archival encounter. The potential of the animated archives to change how art is created and experienced is seen in the visitor's role as participant, again playing a part in studying traces of an imagined life, this time a virtual one. LifeSquared was integrated into a physical show at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, and a display from that physical installation was, in turn, built back into the virtual world exhibit. In the fall of 2009, the virtual exhibit was also shown as part of a San Francisco MoMA exhibition. It was also a site for the premiere of Hirschman's film, Strange Culture, as part of the 2007 Sundance Film Festival. Just as the real-life art exhibit at the Dante Hotel was intended to be left open indefinitely, so too is the intent of the creators of the LifeSquared exhibit in Second Life. While the preservation of the physical materials in Stanford Special Collections is secured, the preservation of LifeSquared and the materials generated in the creation of the exhibit is more nebulous. This uncertainty is due to the transitory nature of digital artifacts. Servers go offline, and the future of Linden Lab, the creator of Second Life, is by no means guaranteed. With the Preserving Virtual Worlds project, Stanford and 3 other universities are working to explore what it means to preserve Second Life, as well as other kinds of virtual and game worlds. In addition to Second Life video capture, blog crawls, and snapshots, current preservation efforts for Second Life include the development of a tool to capture metadata about objects in Second Life to enable the reproduction of these objects elsewhere. All of the above is being done to preserve Anywhere, the island that is home to LifeSquared. Only the future researcher will know if the tools we are using for preservation will stand the test of time. Paraphrasing Lynn Hirschman Leeson, how do we archive this archive of the archive's archive?